Thunder chipmunk, thunder chipmunk, thunder chipmunk visits today. Thunder chipmunk, whistle we sing. Thunder chipmunk, hooray!
Hello, my name is Harrison R. Thomas. I'm the author of a book called Thunder Chipmunk. If you don't know what Thunder Chipmunk is a book about a young chipmunk named Huckleberry, similar to that plant up there. Huckleberry lives in a forest called the cotton raspberry forest, which is a forest similar to this one. It's filled with lots of plants and delicious berries, which we'll be trying in this video. One of their most sacred plants is this towering cotton tree, which is surrounded by raspberry vines. They call it the cotton raspberry tree, which is why the city is called that. In order to do Thunder Chipmunk, I had to do research on chipmunk diets and a lot of the plants that chipmunks would eat. So, I've decided that I'm going to be going out into the wild and finding all these delicious chipmunk foods, and most specifically berries, and trying them. Fun fact, chipmunks are actually omnivores, which means they eat both meat and plants. By me, I mean like small birds and lizards, of course. They can't hunt down like a hawk would. The squirrels actually eat chipmunks, but I won't go into too much detail on this. I most likely won't be trying small lizards or birds because that would be hard to get. And it would also be hard to get for chipmunks because they would have to hunt them down, and that would be pretty hard to do. So I'll just be trying berries, which you would more commonly see chipmunk eating. So the plant we're going to be trying here is salmonberry. Salmonberry is actually not called salmonberry because it looks like salmon eggs. It's actually called that because it is so high in vitamin C that they would use it to cook salmon back in the olden days. Similar how you cook stuff with lemon and stuff and lime. So this is salmonberry, but I think there's some more ripe ones over there. This one here is extremely ripe. It's like bright red. But I've heard that the ones that taste the best are more orange. So I think I'm gonna go this one to get more orange than the other ones. It's interesting. It's kind of like an unripe blackberry. So here's another batch of salmonberries, but these are really red, so I'm gonna try one of these and see if it is true that the red ones don't taste as good as orange ones. This is actually way better than the orange one. It tastes like a fully ripe blackberry. It's really good. So the plant I have here is a wild strawberry. I just picked this from this plant. You can see there's another one here, but this one's touching the ground, so I didn't want to eat it. This one looks good. It wasn't touching the ground too much, so I don't have to clean it before I eat it. And I'm gonna try it and see if the chipmunks are right about how good it tastes. It's really good. It's really sweet. It's also very soft. It's kind of like those strawberries right before they're about to go bad. Those are the best ones. So this was good. This plant we have here is huckleberry. Specifically, it's red huckleberry because a lot of further into the mountains, and a lot of you probably know huckleberries to be blue huckleberries, but these aren't. And here's a huckleberry here. It's a nice red one. The more red they are, the better they are. And and for Huckleberry's parents and his family, I was struggling to find up names, so I just looked out my window, thought of what plants do we have here, and that is the name. Like there's a laurel bush over there. That's how I thought of laurel. I have some geraniums in the back garden, and huckleberry bush right here. So I'm gonna try this one. It's nice and red. I'm gonna see how it is. It's very tart. It has a lot of flavor in it. I think it's really good. This is a grapefruit, and huckleberry is a great chipmunk. This is a blueberry. There's really not a whole lot to say about blueberries. They're blue and purple, and a lot of people like them. Blitz likes them too. Cotton! We must be close to the cotton raspberry tree. At least I hope. The cotton could be coming from any old cotton tree. Come on, where is it? Where is it? Where? Aha! Here it is! The sacred cotton raspberry tree of Atfirum. Now let's see if these cotton raspberries are really good. These are the best raspberries that I've ever tasted. The cotton raspberry tree is a thumbs up from me. Now I gotta go eat more. So good. Hello, we are here with a thimbleberry plant. A thimbleberry is called thimbleberry because it's like strawberry, but shaped like a thimble. If you don't know what a thimble is, it's the thing that you put on your thumb while sewing so you don't poke it with a needle. It's meant to taste like raspberry flavored candy, so we are going to test that. It's very good. It's actually really good. This is a plant that most of you have probably heard of before. This is blackberry. And with this blackberry, you can see many different stages of the blackberry on it. Right here we have the flowers, which will turn into the blackberries. Then we have the green, which comes out the flower. Then here's some that's pink. It's not raspberry, so don't eat it. And here's black. These have thorns, so you should be careful with that. And we're going to see how these are compared to raspberries. Good. Very good. A little bit sour. But overall, I think I gave them thumb. If you look over here, you can see some bright pink roses. But what these roses turn into is something edible called a rosehip. This specific type of rose is the world's sweetest kind of rosehip. And I'm going to eat this rosehip. But what you should be careful about is not to eat the inside. If you look closely, you kind of see some stuff on the inside. That stuff will give you a reaction that'll make you all itchy. So the outside is okay, but don't eat the inside because that has like seeds and fibers. Some people collect the seeds and fibers, make an itching powder, which you should not do because that's evil. So I'm going to try it. Oh. If you like tomatoes, this would probably be good because it has the consistency of like a pear, but it tastes a lot like a tomato. So it's good if you like tomatoes, but I personally don't like tomatoes, so it's just okay. This right here is an Oregon grape. So I'm gonna pick one now. I got one, but I got pricked by these leaves. And these Oregon grapes look a lot like blueberries, especially when they're really ripe because they're that bright blue color. But the way you know they're not is because I got poked with one of these leaves, which are very pointy. But you can trick someone into thinking they're blueberries. The way you do that is you pick an Oregon grape. And then when you go to an actual blueberry bush, give them the Oregon grape and tell them it's a blueberry. They'll never suspect a thing. And they'll have to eat it. And this is what their reaction will be like. Lemons would be jealous of that taste.